Hey everybody, this is another edition of Let's Livestream. Actually, this is a new version of Let's Livestream because today we're doing a game show. Would You Rather? I don't think I've actually ever played this game, and I know I've never played it like this. But I wanted to invite everybody that's watching or possibly could be watching to take a moment. Please share this out. I don't care if you're watching it on Facebook or on YouTube or in a replay video or just actually right on Periscope and Twitter. Um, I'm just going to encourage you guys. Yeah, thanks. Like it out, share it out, comment, and all that kind of stuff, because that's what I need to do now. Is I need to actually check in and get into our live stream here. There we go. So now I'm actually able to see you guys. Rachel Moore, I see you there. Let's see here. So we are actually going to be starting here in a moment or two as we get ready for our Twitter chat. Now, guys, you got to remember, this is a Twitter chat primarily that happens to be live streamed. I mean, it's as what we've kind of said. This is a Twitter chat that's live streamed, but the Twitter chat's actually about live streaming. And the more I say live stream and Twitter chat, I think the higher the Google rankings will bring us. So Twitter chat, live stream, live stream, live stream. All right. So, but today we're gonna actually be playing a game, and this is I'm gonna put this out there. Whether it's good or bad, it really doesn't matter. This is actually all Jen Nelson's idea. No, she was the one that kind of came up. Hey, let's come up with something fun. Let's change it up. And this is what she came up with, and we ran with it, and now this is what we're doing. So I actually think this is going to be a lot of fun. I have no idea what's going to happen today because this is all about you guys, what you want to answer. I mean, I already have my answers and they're already scheduled out and things like this, but I'm actually really excited about this. So let me do this. I actually need to do my job. I need to share it out on Twitter, and I need to share this broadcast out, share with all my followers. And if you guys would do that too, I'd appreciate it on Periscope and wherever else you may be. All right. So we are actually, everything should be going. So guys, thank you so much for watching us right now. And let's see when the first tweet actually goes out, because, all right, so why don't we get right into, let's go over some of the rules and such like that. All right. So I know you guys all know at least how Twitter chats work, but we've kind of revised maybe a little bit just to kind of keep it pretty straightforward. One, when you're tweeting, use the hashtag Let's Livestream. Use it in each tweet. This way we can follow each other and we can do all those kinds of things. And I really appreciate it, because then as I go back, because I like to connect and I like to see what you guys are actually doing. It's very difficult while you're doing live to do it, but I do go back afterwards, and I like to check out some of the really kind of sub conversations you guys have, because it's pretty awesome. But anyway, as you guys are answering, so they're going to come out Q1, Q2, Q3, and such. When you guys answer, put in A1 or A2, depending on what the question is, and that helps us also keep track, and it helps everybody else. So the last two things are, one, since we are tweeting and live streaming, where the Twitter chat is actually happening on our Twitter handle of Let's Livestream. Go on over there, give us a follow, and if you really like it, maybe give us a retweet or something really pretty awesome like that. But no matter what, I hope you guys learn, have fun, and share this with your followers. So that being said, I don't know what the next thing is that you guys want to do, but we've got that. And now I'm going to pin to the profile. That's what I wanted to do. I was waiting for Periscope to happen. And now we're actually going to get going. How many of you guys actually use a tool that we use? It's called tweetchat.com. You put in the Let's Livestream hashtag, and it allows you to figure out and see all the conversations that are happening around that hashtag. It's kind of a neat tool. It's what we do. It's one of the things that we use. So that being said, those are the rules, is how we're going to do it. And then we're actually going to be coming up here. We've only got a couple more minutes. Let's see here. Who is in the house in Periscope? If you're in Periscope, would you give me a couple little comments, or just like a hi, or at least some emoji that you've never used before? I'd really appreciate that, because this way it'll keep me honest, to keep me paying attention in there. While we're doing this, hey Rachel, a Frameable Faces. While we're doing this, I do want to give a big shout out to Jen Nelson and Bitmug. which I'm also a part of, very thankfully. But Jen Nelson is the button pusher today. She's producing this and putting this out. Thank you very much for taking the time and doing that. If you guys are really interested and would like to see more about what we do and things like this, you can actually go to vitmug.com or find us on Twitter. I mean, of all places, right? It might be actually spelled Vitmug, VITMUG. I saw Barb, I saw Rachel, I saw Sabrina in there, Frameable Faces. Great. All right, so where are we at with everything? I know we've got a couple of tweets out. Let's see, is the first question out? I actually do wonder if that first question's launched yet. I think I'm a couple minutes out. Small Biz, which that's Gail. Good to see you. Praxis Impossible. Thank you guys for joining us. All of you guys. This is a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys really actually enjoy doing live streams or participating in Twitter chats. There's a bunch of them throughout the week, and we just put ours right in the middle of the week. So there's good leading up to it, and there's good following out. All right, so that being said, how many of you guys have ever played this game? Would you rather? Either throw it in the comments or share a tweet or something like that. Let me know. How many of you guys have actually ever played this game? Whether it's, I don't really care where. I mean, this isn't like Spin the Bottle or anything like this. I think this is a lot more calm version. At least I'm going to guarantee you today, at least the questions are going to be a lot more calm than that. You actually hate this game. Well, Doug, I'm gonna assume that's going to be Doug because Allie's much too nice to say that. But I really hope that I hope that you guys actually have a lot of fun and do participate. I'm going to love this. So, all right. That being said, probably a few centuries. Sabrina, I don't even buy it. I think that there's a lot more. I think you've played it sooner than that. What game? We're playing Would You Rather today for our Twitter chat. I love all your guys. I love all you guys' comments in Periscope. It's great. All right, so I'm actually trying to figure out, like, are we actually broadcasting in? Are we actually broadcasting in a couple different places today? I'd really like to know. Maybe we are. Maybe we're not. So this is what we're going to be doing here. Now, I think we do have our first question going up. And if you guys haven't already, you guys are able to catch us. You can go over to, if you haven't already, you can actually go over to letslivestream.live, Live, and that actually brings you right over to the Periscope, and then you can watch it. We don't charge for this show, so you can actually watch it for free. It's not like cable or any of that kind of crazy stuff. But all right, let's see. Q1, let's get that out. What is going on with Q1? Okay, so that being said, Q1, now remember, this is a would you rather while live streaming. All right, would you rather fall, and you guys already see it, but this is one of the funniest ones to me. But would you rather fall down whether you're walking or standing, or would you rather drop your phone while you're live streaming? I know my answer, but how many of you guys have seen those videos where they're watching somebody else and they're not paying attention? They're just on their phone and they're walking. I saw one lady, she actually walked and then fell right into one of those big water fountains, at the park. She did that. I'm not saying like fall down in like and get hurt seriously. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about they're on the phone and they're getting ready to sit down. They miss it because they're so focused on the live stream that they fall down or they misstep or they do something. Or would you rather drop your phone? I don't really know how everybody. What would you rather do? Jen says she'd rather drop their phone even while live streaming. I feel you. I feel you on that. I do. I think a lot of people actually kind of feel that way too. Let's face it, when I drop the phone, it cracks, so I take the fall. Okay. I know for me, I would rather I'd rather fall myself than drop my phone. And Doug says, he says, would rather fall down than drop my phone unless I'm guaranteed no scratches on my phone, right? That's exactly how I feel. Because see, if I fall, one, I've got health insurance. I heal. My phone doesn't heal. It doesn't get better. So if there's a bad scratch or if it breaks or something, that's my life. Like I'm mobile. Sabrina also says she'd rather fall down. Cammie says, okay, so I think it is a general consensus. We'll take the fall. save the phone. Save the phone. And even though maybe your pride's a little hurt, maybe it's a little embarrassing, I do think that's actually quite funny, the way that that works out. Um, so what is it? Although I did a squat today for a promo picture, my knee hasn't been the same since. Oh, Rachel, I'm so sorry. Oh, Rachel also says, as I get older, maybe it'll change. Yeah, that's probably very true, actually. How many of you guys actually feel that way? See, I know I still consider myself to be pretty young, and I don't know. I don't think I've ever really fallen. But that might change all of our little tunes. I didn't actually even think about that, but no, this is actually kind of funny. I love to see your guys' answers on this today. So, really, as you know, would you fall? Would you rather fall yourself, or would you rather drop your phone? And I think the consensus, at least for here, I'd rather fall. Save the phone. Save the phone. That's actually, I think it's very telling. That's very telling about what we're going to be doing. What else? Anybody else have this? So maybe the show should be sponsored by Icy Hot or Ben Gay or something like that. You know, where you put it on your joints or something like that. One of those things, guys. I don't know if you guys see this, but in the show, can you see this? Like right here, these are like scrolling tweets. Jen came up with this brilliant idea. It's actually quite funny. It's very distracting because for me, I have it off to the side, so I actually get to see what you guys see. But I keep wanting to like look over and look and read all the tweets while because I don't know. I love your guys' responses today. Let's see here. Do I have any others? Also, it's all Jen. Jen is the one that's making this happen today. But anyway, guys, thank you. Let's see who's actually out there. If you guys are just joining us, thank you, Vegan Travel. You guys are just joining us. Darcy, I know that you're tweeting along with us. There's a number of really great Twitter chats, and they're all ending, and you guys are starting to come on over. This is the next step in your daily journey. So I love it. All right, I almost feel like, in retrospect, I wish I had asked a couple more of these questions faster. I want more of these questions going on, but anyway, so all right. So, well, here's this. Okay, so what's the next thing that we're going to be doing? Let's see. We've got a couple minutes. We got 2 minutes actually, so it's like a minute and a half now for the next Q2, and that'll show up. One of the things actually I didn't share with you guys is here's our mugshot for the day. Do you love this thing? Man, this thing's awesome. It's just big enough. But see, you know what does this? It's the handle. It's the perfect handle. So while I take my mug shot, my coffee break, I want you guys to be thinking about, what do you think the next question is? All right. What do you guys think? This is it is a wallpaper mug. I am broadcasting from a super secret location. And so I don't have all my regular accoutrement for my mugs. But okay, so we have like our 60-second countdown for the next Q2. The next one, this is something I guarantee. Thank you for the hearts. Keep them coming. This is one of those things that we have all faced, or we're afraid that it's going to happen. So the first one, I don't know, maybe it was like down here. The next question, I'm just raising the bar a little bit. And I want you to be thinking a little bit more of, well, if I was the host, if I was doing a solo broadcast, what if this happened? What would I be freaking out? What would you do right now? But we're going to be asking the would you rather for question number 2. And I know it's going to be coming up here really quick. Use the browser version of Scope right now. Oh, love typing I'm not typing this week, Rachel, on Periscope. Normally I'm dropping hearts as fast as my fingers can go. I love giving out hearts. But this week I have to read it, and no, I don't type. How many of you guys are all out there? I'm digging. That's awesome. That's pretty funny. Thank you, Rachel. Okay. So I think question number 2 just dropped. Question number 2. And again, remember, this is a, would you rather, while live streaming, lose your audio, or would you rather lose your video feed? This is super, super important. And here's the reason why. I mean, there's all the time. Sometimes, I mean, we've all had like our video feed drop. It's one of the biggest fears, concerns doing this, right? That you just lose the feed altogether. But what would you rather lose? Would you rather lose your audio or your video? C4L CPA says video. I see that. Anybody else? I love seeing your answers here. I know you guys are probably tweeting like mad. Uh, Rachel in the Twitter chat, she says, I'd rather lose the video because the show can go on if you have audio. And that doesn't mean I wouldn't freak out though. True, because sometimes it's hard to listen to know if the feed's actually, if your audio's still actually going out, or is something else happening, and can they actually hear you? I mean, this is a big deal. Like, what would you do? Rachel says, yeah, I love it. So let's see here. Catherine Lang, awesome. Thank you, web girl TJ, for joining us on Periscope. Catherine says she would rather lose the video because you look funny miming your show, particularly if you don't know it. Right. Maybe that's where those closed captions can come in, where maybe we can figure out a way just to live closed caption this. Jen, make that happen next week. Chop chop. No, I'm just joking, because that's ridiculous. There's no way I'd rather do it. Now, you can do that on your after video, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about, what if you're actually live streaming? Would you rather lose your audio or your video? Doug Cohen says, I've had a lot of experiences since the Periscope producers come out. Barely works anymore. I'd say video. He'd rather lose video. Cami also says, I'd rather lose video. Audiences are still forgiving for poor video, but audio, not so much. And that's a really interesting point, because one of the things that Facebook has now come out, and I've had it for a couple weeks and I haven't really done anything with it, but I know a couple people that are really, they're coming in with, live audio. Facebook has that live audio feature now, where you can stream live audio, but not have to do video, which is great for like morning hair, or if you haven't, the makeup gun isn't working and you haven't blasted yourself with that, or what if your outfit's clashing with your wallpaper and you just don't have time to change. Facebook Live audio only is the way to go. But that also reminds me, it's kind of like Anchor, except it's live. I wonder how that's all going to work. So, but I love it. Let's see who else is tweeting about it, and I'm kind of catching all you guys. Blade Wave Arkham is on Periscope. Thank you guys for joining. If you would, I'm just going to take a quick second. Would you please share it out on Periscope if you haven't already? So my answer, I'm sure it's already posted. Yeah, probably like a minute ago. I do agree with Cami, but I had written, I said, the audiences can stand to lose the video, but not the audio. Oh, why am I not giving? I don't feed the trolls, Rachel. I just saw the comment. I don't feed the trolls, but as for the most part, except maybe you a little bit. No, but when it comes to audio and video in the live stream, I would definitely rather lose my video, because if you depending on your production level, you can put up another image or something like that. You can manage those kinds of things. The other thing that you can do, if you lose your video, is that you could just put a still image up, or I mean, you always have the option of just ending your show. But if your show has to go on, what if you've got guests or something like that and you're trying to work out some tech problems? These are really great ways to do this, but I absolutely agree. The audio is a must. You have to have audio. I mean, otherwise maybe it just turns out to be like a webinar. How many of you guys have attended a webinar where it's just a PowerPoint essentially, and there's some awesome voice in the background. Hopefully it's awesome. But I had a couple live shows, TJ said, mess up the audio, but that's not good. Yeah, for some reason, if the audio's bad, you can't edit that out. If the audio's screwy, if it's a bad video feed, you can always put in a static image or something like that. Mouths moving without sound. Oi, I love it. No, that's so true. That's so true, though. How many of you guys have actually had it where one or the other actually has has cut out. Guys, thank you. I know a couple of names just popped up. Guys, thank you for joining us on the Periscope today. That's awesome. I love it. Absolutely worse when it gets stuck. Oh, that's true. What if your video gets stuck in like one of those like super awkward, like mid blink or mid speech or something like that, and it changes, and all of a sudden that's the image that's frozen. I love those, especially as like cover shots or some things like that. That's pretty funny. I love those. And thank you for the hearts on Periscope. I appreciate it. All right, let's see. Am I catching any more tweets? Doug says, to clarify, I know we have a clarifying statement. If one is gone, but the other is perfect, I can work either on a Periscope broadcast. Yeah, Doug, I believe it. You totally make it fun. Wine Antics says she'd rather lose the video, but it'd be sad. Insert sad face. I've spent a lot of time on the graphics. I know you do. And how many of you guys actually like the new graphics set that we have? They're in the new show cards and things like that. How many of you guys actually like those? I like the colors, and I know I get a lot of like what's going on with that, but I really like a lot of those colors. They're as somebody said, they call them the very 80s. I just think of them as really bright, like awesomely bright. All right, so let's see here. I think Q3 has come out. So how many of you guys are paying attention? I think Q3 has come out. Let me check. Are we out yet? I think it just launched. She's a floater right now, dead in the water. Oh, that's so sad. That's okay. So that means you guys really do have to pay attention to the tweets and the Twitter. All right, number 3. Would you rather, while live streaming, say your guest's name wrong, or would you rather have them say your name wrong the entire broadcast? How awesome is that? How awesome is that? I can't tell you how many times I know that I've said somebody's name, and I've done a few broadcasts in my days here. I know I'm looking like a fresh spring chicken, but I've done a few. And I've had it where my guests have said my name wrong. I've had them say what the show's wrong. I had a guest show up and they totally thought it was a different topic. They were prepped for a completely different topic than what the actual. Then they didn't even know what the show card was about. They had no idea. Guys, I love your guys' comments on Periscope today. That is awesome. So no, but I've had them both ways. Okay, I have had it both ways where with the guest has said it. Now, for me, the more embarrassing one is when I say my guest's name wrong. Because I've been there. I've said it. I've called them the wrong name. I mean, like if their name was Jessica, I've called them Jennifer. Guys, if you're hosting and you have a guest, practice the name. Don't ask ahead of time. Say, oh, you know what? How do you pronounce your name? I just want to make sure I pronounce it right, or their website or something like that. The best is when you're a guest and you get on their show and they pronounce your name wrong. To me, as a guest, that's just like appalling. Let's see here. Let's see what a couple of you guys have said. So we're asking the question: what would you rather, while live streaming, say your guest's name, or would you have them say your name wrong the whole broadcast? I see Catherine Lang. She tweeted, "I was using new software and didn't realize that I had to click an extra button for the mic. She did a whole week without sound." Oh, that's awesome. That was for Q2. That's awesome. I love it. But no, her answer for question number 3 is we put in our heads, now we all have nightmares about interviews using the wrong name. How fantastic is that? I love it. Rachel Moore says, and she's done a few interviews, and she has a podcast, Business Unusual, and she hosts and will be back. Trust me, she's going to be back hosting this as a guest host from now and again for Let's Live Stream. But she said she'd rather say, I'd rather they say my name wrong because that's forgivable. they showed up to be interviewed. I think that's exactly the sentiment that I feel. I'd rather have them say my name wrong because I feel like I'm a lot more forgiving than I should expect my guests to be. Cami says, say their name wrong. I can always use humor to work around it. And it's my show. They're my guest. Seriously, that's awesome. I love it. So I know we've got a lot of this. So Catherine, I love you guys Twitter, the Twitter chat comments. I love how one of the things that you guys do is that within the Twitter chat, you guys actually have a lot of sub conversations. So you answer, but then you guys go off. I love that about this. And then I also love that you guys do that in the Periscope. And I know I don't always look at the camera. It's because I've got actually two screens and my cell phone. So I'm watching the Periscope and catching that. Barb, I would love have a very short tweet. If you pronounce, she said she had a very short broadcast if somebody mispronounced the name. I think so. And I don't think it's unreasonable, Barb, for people to say, to ask or to practice and get it right. But if they keep getting it wrong, I think it's okay to say, hey, no, my name's pronounced John. That's okay. You know, you don't need to call me Jeff for an hour. That'd be awesome. All right. So where are we at? We're still on question number 3. Good. Okay. Making sure. I think for me, one of the most embarrassing interviews I did where it was a pretty, within their circle, within their topic, they were actually a very respected person. They were very respected. They had achieved. They were, you know, they've written and they've done all these things. And then right out the gate, I was like, and I would like to bring our guest on. And I actually forget the name now, but I think it was, instead of like, if it was it was close. Like if their name was Jessica, I called him Jennifer. And I said, would you, let's welcome today's show guest, Jennifer such and such. And they got on and I said, except for the fact that I just called them the wrong name, I'm terribly sorry. And I just tried to roll with it. And I think it was okay, but what a way to start off a show in an interview. Thankfully, they were a lot more forgiving than I think some guests are. So let me try to catch up on some of the tweets. Doug, actually, for answer number 3, for question number 3 here, would you rather say that they actually said, I refuse to answer question number 3. So let it be known that Frameable Faces refuses to answer question number 3. Experience is a teacher. Yes, that's so right. That's so right. It is. And now I've kind of learned, and you know, maybe I'm sure that somebody has put together like a best practices for, you know, for doing interviews. I mean, you know, when you think about it, like how many times have you seen like on major TV channels, they mess something up, like they mess up the name of the place or the website. And I love that when they mess up, like, okay, so would you go on over to jonathantrip.com, but they don't say that, they put in like some other crazy name. I don't know, it'll be like, so go over to let'slivestream.live and to go see. Was that a manufactured freeze? I have no idea. So let's see here. Question number 4 just launched. Okay. I messed up on a live interview on radio. That's awesome, Catherine. But hopefully you just breathe and you just move on and then gracefully accept what just happened. All right. So let's get into question number 4. Okay. Question number 4 is, would you rather, while live streaming, do your whole broadcast, but actually never hit the go live button? Or would you rather do your whole broadcast and have a tech glitch and lose your broadcast? Which would you rather do? Would you rather just forget to push the go live? So you do your whole broadcast. Oh, brilliant. I mean, we are talking about live streaming. This is the stuff that live streaming history should be made of. And if you guys don't already know, I have Jen in the background in my ear, and she is adding color commentary. Part of me wishes that she was on, but no, I don't. I don't wish that. I like that only I can hear all the things that she's saying. So would you guys rather do your whole broadcast, never hit go, Or would you rather do it, it get broadcast out, and then at the end, you lose it? That's a really, man, I really thought long and hard. I wrote the question, and I thought really long and hard. Which would I rather do? I don't know. I really didn't think. So would you rather, let me try to, before I actually really answer, and I know my answer is going to go out here. Let's see here. Catherine says, I would rather go, you can go live if you didn't, but who wants to rewatch if you lose? That's interesting. That's right. Oh, I'm going to tell you my answer. Would rather lose it at the end. Catherine would like the satisfaction of knowing that they did a broadcast and that it's not their fault. It's a tech glitch. Something else happened that's completely out of my control that prevented the show from being able to be replayed. Because it wouldn't it be, isn't it? I mean, I guess maybe this is just like, it's just like Instagram Live. You go live, you do the broadcast, and when it's done, it's done. Like it's there's no replays available for now. This is like the old Periscope days. It was up, and then when it was done, it was done. Rachel says, I'd rather have hit the start and lose the stream. Wasting time and energy would make me crazy in the end. You heard it here, folks. How to drive Rachel crazy. I love it. Queen Lady Bug Star joined us on Periscope. Thank you for joining us today. Barb says she lost the broadcast. The mission is to make a difference in someone else's life. That's great. I love that. That's great. Of course, Rachel says, of course, I'm already crazy. So, but yeah, see, I mean, and maybe that's selfish. I would rather have a tech glitch and then just, okay, you know what? That sometimes as those things happen, I would rather have it something than as simple as me just going, if I could just click that button, remember it. Doug says, I'd rather forget to hit the go live button. No way, I'd catch it right away. Pretty sure it couldn't happen. Okay. Doug, you say that now. You say that now. I would love to know the next time that you forget that you're going on and then you forget to hit the live button, or you hit it and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting. I was like, right. And then it just fails. You're tempting fate. Rachel hit the, man, I wish I could just grab that and just put that out. That is a great, Doug, you are tempting fate. You are tempting fate. I don't care how much knocking on wood or throwing salt over your shoulder. That's right. Murphy's Law is going to get you. Murphy Law is going to get you. All right. So this is why I love this show. This is why I love doing this. So one thing that I would like to talk about right now, I would like just a quick, this is about halfway through our show. If you can believe it, we're almost already done. We're halfway through, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more questions. And if you like the first 4, the last 4, I ramp it up a little bit. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna ramp it up. You're gonna love them. Okay. But for those of you guys, if you would like to be a part of our community, I know we've had a Facebook group over at Let's Livestream. We're moving it actually over to Live Talk Nation. You can do that, I think, over at bit.ly/, and then if you put Live Talk Nation, it should just forward you right in there. So if you are watching this somewhere, if you're watching this somewhere and you can just type that in, it'll take you over to Facebook. And we'll get you in the group. We love to have it. We're actually going to be working on broadcasting, maybe some Facebook stuff. We're going to have some fun and things like that. So if you haven't already, I'm going to ask you to join that. Now, if you get in the group, and if you are in the group, Terry TJ, Web Girl TJ, she posts, once we get a certain number of members, she posts in the group, welcome to all the new members, and she tags them. I'm going to say, guys, make sure you say welcome or hello and all those kinds of things, because we love to meet new people. We love to bring you in. There she is. I see her on Periscope. Web Girl TJ, thank you for all your help. In addition to that. So now, once you do that, join the community, say hi, be active. It's not a backseat community. We really are pretty active. We talk about social media. We talk about live stream. Now we have a Twitter chat that's in the Live Talk Nation family, and we love to have you guys in there as well. Thank you guys for inviting your followers, and we want to watch your broadcast too. Yes. All right. I don't know if we are out and up. All right. We have question number, I think it's 5. Is that? It's almost ready to go. I can tell. My clock is seconds faster than the Twitter post. I'm just saying. Maybe it's because we're pretty on time today. Okay. Thank you guys for everybody that's tweeting out, including VitMug hashtag. Chris, good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. Another good Live Talk Nation member. I love seeing you guys in there. So what is going on with the next question? So the next 4 questions, we're going to step it up. We're going to ramp it up a little bit. And I really can't wait to actually really see what you guys are producing in what you guys would do in this situation, because I don't know if this is ever, the next thing actually has happened to me. I actually call, part of it is called foot and mouth syndrome. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen that or heard of that. It's actually a foot in mouth syndrome. And if you do any type of live speaking, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. So question number 5 is, would you rather, while live streaming, type something that's it's accidentally, I'm not saying that you're intentionally being, but would you type something out accidentally that's offensive or it's embarrassing in the chat, or would you rather say it live? I'm going to tell you, and I want to see your guys' comments. So would you rather, while you're live streaming, so this as a participant, or you can do it as a member or as a guest or something, would you rather type something embarrassing or that's accidentally offensive, or would you rather say it while you're live on camera? Sabrina, I think you're absolutely right. It is very hard to choose. How would you'd rather say it? Man, I don't know, Catherine. If I could agree, if I could go there with you. Webgirl TJ, she tweets. So she says, type it in the chat. You can go back and edit. That's pretty funny. Maybe type, and I can blame my kid. That's right, Sabrina. Maybe you can just say it's a typo, like fat fingers. I didn't mean autocorrect. She says all the above. That's pretty funny. So let's see who else is over there. I see. Thank you. I'm too honest for my own good. Oh, that's pretty funny. Rachel Moore says this, and then we'll get to Doug's comment. She's let me see. Typing, you can always blame it on poor typing skills. Excellent. I love it. Okay, so Rachel Moore, she tweets, she says, I'd rather type it because once I say it, it just hangs out there. Hopefully the faux pas would only be a typo, hopefully. But I know, yeah, fat fingers, Doug. I know, right? He'd rather type it any day, blame it on the autocorrect. You got it. And I think I feel exactly the same way, because I think if you type something embarrassing, that maybe you can delete it. But I'm going to put this out there as a thought, because this is why there is no easy out. I think, like, if you're doing a live video, there's a really good chance it's out there, and it's out there forever. And if you tweet it or type it, especially depend on how, I guess it depends on how popular your tweet is or things like this. People screenshot stuff all the time. I've done something embarrassing. I had a tiara on my head. Somebody screenshotted it. I don't know who would do that. I don't know who would take a screenshot of it and then put that up in the Facebook page that I help start and found and things like this. And they put it up, and not only that, but they tagged it and they started a conversation. That I don't know who would do that. Somebody has done that. And yes, Wine Antics, Jen Nelson, that was you. Yes, that was you. So Doug is making me cry on Periscope. That's right. So Cami says he'd do both. I don't think you really care, because I think you're just one of those guys that would just be like, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Put the tiara on again. Let's see who. I don't have the tiara here, Barb. I don't. See, she's dying. The good news is that people have short memories. Yes, but doesn't, I mean, as short as tweets are, but some of those tweets last forever. I mean, come on. Um, so anyway, um, I thought today's show would be a lot of fun. Sound like, but now I remember Jen did it. Yes, that's right. See, I love today's show. I love all the tweets. I'm actually trying to catch up again on the tweets. Let me see what's going on here. You guys are doing a great job today. Thank you guys for joining us again on Periscope. You guys stick around. I know some people kind of come in and out and things like this. Thank you guys. And one of these days, we're actually gonna get this thing out into our Facebook community and just watching it live. I think we're broadcasting this on YouTube today, but that's more of just why not? We can do it now. It's out there. And as we get ready. So the next question, which is coming up in a minute and a half, as the crow flies. I totally used that wrong. But the next question is going to be coming out here, and this is some of your worst fear. I really mean it. Like, this is the this is the worst fear that all of you have, or at least if it's not this one, it will be the one after that. Rachel, I did see your comment on Periscope. I did. You cannot find a tiara emoji. All right. Can somebody help her find a tiara emoji? I don't care if it's in Periscope or if you're tweeting, make sure that you show and you share with her the tiara, show her what the tiara emoji looks like. So, okay. So that being said, I know we're good. This is real augmented reality. Oh no, this would be great. Okay, so this is the other way. Yeah, you can Snapchat this. You know that, right? This is like Inception-y Snapchat, because this is what you have. This is what you have today. So for our broadcast. Okay, that's a bit more crown, close as you get. Okay, all right, that's close. That's close. That's close. All right. Okay, so I don't know if I had said this. I know that my answer to that, if you've accidentally written something or if you said something, I would rather write it, having written it, because maybe I can delete it. I think that was my final answer. And I don't really know. So that's just what we're going to be doing. So anyway, this is, let's see here. What's one of the next things I think we've got coming up? Let's see, do we actually has it been posted yet? I'm waiting for the next question. Cheers, Jen, to Jen behind the scenes. Oh yes. And you got the right wine emoji. Okay, so question six has posted. Okay, would you rather spill water on your keyboard or your mobile device, whatever you're live streaming with? I mean, and this could include coffee. Or would you rather drop your phone and break it? You know, would you rather drop your phone, your keyboard or your mouse, or have something actually break? Or would you just rather spill water on it? And now you've got that hope. Would you rather know that it's broken and that your screen is cracked and that it is just the end of it all? Or would you just rather have maybe some lingering hope that, oh, well, maybe I can save it. It's just a little bit of water. It's just a little bit. Is that okay? Can you guys handle that? Can you guys handle that? Okay. You know what? I haven't been doing it and I needed to do this. I forgot I am, I also have control and I get to like and retweet. I love some of these. Okay. Oh no, I hope not. I hope neither happens. You would die. Right. I mean, doesn't this is all of these questions are psychologically placed to put you in dread and fear, and now you don't know when the next thing is you're going to happen. Chris says he'd be crying. Catherine says drop the phone and break it if it's not waterproof, because you can easily just get another one. Oh, okay. So she'd rather and Sabrina says she'd rather just see the water go on the keyboard, and she would rather live with the hope of it. I've had, and Web Girl TJ on Twitter says, I've had a broken iPhone. She was very unhappy. I know for me, I would rather see the water spill. I used to clean up water in the restoration field. I know all about a lot of that stuff, and I've seen the wonders that you can do with rice, helping dry out and pull out the moisture out of electronics and things like this. I've seen a lot of those. So I think I would rather have the hope. Where there's light, there's hope. I would rather pray that my mobile or that my keyboard or that my computer, that there's something that's salvageable. I can do that. It's okay. I can do it. Chris, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate it. Wineantic says, Jen says, I can't find the tiara pic. But this is a good one too. Great. Now she's posted that. And see, this is what I mean, guys. This is what I mean. Like, once it's out there, it's out there. And if you can see her response in the chat. But seriously though, how many of you guys would really actually rather would you rather just have a slight accident that maybe that you can deal with, or would you actually just really rather drop your mobile and it's gone, it's broken? You just don't drop it too. Advice, okay, yeah, just don't take it near the bathroom. I know some people, that's where they do all their tweeting. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, I just know some of the people that are like that and they do that. All right. So because I know how you guys expect, see that when it comes, and I'll share a personal experience, a personal story. I'm kind of dancing around the real questions on Twitter. Like, that's right, Doug. That's right. Or Frameable. Actually, who's wait, is Doug on, or is that Allie on the Frameable Faces? One of the two. Let's see here. One of the things that one of the stories that I had of actually dropping my phone, I had my phone in my hand and I was in a hurry. Isn't that, that's like the equivalent of hold my beer, right? No, I was in a hurry. I had my phone, and so let's see here. And I was letting my dog out, and the dog wanted to go outside, and I don't know, chase a stick, go see the kids, want to just go outside. And it pushed the door, and it grabbed my finger, and it opened my hand. And I'm not joking, time slowed down. And I was watching slowly my phone float to the ground, where it then proceeded to smash the screen into a billion little tiny bits. And then all of a sudden, as soon as it hit, time sped up, and I didn't even know what happened. That's why I think I would rather have water spilled on it, because the emotional letdown of watching my phone break, it was awful. It was awful. Anyway, that's my personal sob story on this. And such. So anyway, having said that, to me, that's about as bad as it can go. Hey, I just saw Joanne Krull. I just saw your icon come up on Periscope. Welcome to the show. Welcome to today's show. Thank you so much for all the shout outs, Catherine. And oh boy, I'm really excited. So Catherine, so you said your son broke yours last week, and you've already replaced it because of insurance. I know, but what about those things where you can't get the info off? What if you can't get those back? That's the really sad part. Okay, so how many of you guys are actually enjoying this game? Doug, this question's really just for you. I hope you're really enjoying today, because I know you said you actually hate this game. I hope you enjoy this game, because this is meant to be fun, and this is actually meant to be something you can do yourself. I think you and Allie should be asking these questions every day on your morning show. That's what I think. He's miserable. That's what he says. So she made me squirm. That's right. So now, don't you all feel like that emotional angst of the, oh my goodness, would you rather? Would you rather? I just actually wish that I could see how miserable Doug is right now. So that's just my personal feelings. And thank you guys, everybody, for holding on and hanging on with us today as we're doing the show, as we're getting things. So let's see here. Has the next question posted? It's almost that time. I think we've got seconds, I tell you, until the next one goes out. Thank you, Jen, for retweeting this out. Guys, I really appreciate it. I love seeing this. I wish I could find that picture of Jonathan. Maybe it's just been buried. I'm just saying, Jen. Maybe it's gone away. Who knows? Terry, thank you so much for retweeting all of you guys. I really appreciate it. Darcy, thank you for joining us today. We still have a couple of these questions left. We've still got question number 7 and 8 before the end, and the last two are probably worst case scenarios for you. And I hope as you read them, I hope it makes you do the double check inside where you think, did I do that? And if so, what would I do if that did happen? All right. So having said that, guys, check the Twitter. Here is our next question. Question number 7. Would you rather, while live streaming, be on camera and not know it? Or would you rather think that you're on camera, but you're actually not? Come on, I do the gut check, think about it, because I can tell you right now, both of these have happened to me. Both of these have actually happened to me, both as a guest and as a host. I've had them both happen. I've lived through it, and I'm telling you, if it has happened to you, you're going to be okay. You too will live. Done both, Catherine. Dancer UK says, I love it. So would you rather be on camera and just not know it? Totally, just not even, no clue. You're just living your life and your camera's on. Or would you just rather think you're on camera, but you're actually not? So it's almost like the equivalent of if you're answering your question, you're talking, you're engaging. It's almost like not hitting live. It's kind of like that same thing, but we're juxtaposing. Rating wise, being on camera and not knowing it while I talk to myself going through checklists. Sabrina, great answer. Think I'd rather be on camera, Catherine says. That's interesting. So, one of the things that actually made us think about this question very specifically was how many of you guys have actually watched Twitch channels or have seen those after those ones where people they think they've turned their camera off or they think they've stopped streaming or things like this. This is the first thing that came to mind. That here they think, and some people have lost their channels because of it. Some people have been banned for life, all this kind of stuff. And this is what I think. This is what I love, okay? I love the fact that when people think that they're live, they act a certain way and they're very, very formal or they're very happy, all these kind of things like this. But when they don't know they're on, it's total bedlam. We have no idea. I mean, how many of you guys have seen those like the news broadcasters? How many of you guys have seen the news broadcasters where she doesn't know or he doesn't know that they're live and the cameraman's probably in the background just like, you're live. And they are just talking away and they have no idea. And Terry, that is probably one of the best things that you said. I know a lot of people, Joanne, I see your comment too. That's awesome. Terry writes, she says, just make sure you wear your pants. That's a really good, isn't that? I mean, that's good life advice. But make sure that you are wearing pants. So it's the just in case. Doug, I'll read Doug's. He says easy. He says easy. Easy. I'd much rather think I'm on camera, but not. I don't want to be caught saying something, saying those things about Rachel and Let's Live Stream. I get it. Yeah, Doug, that's really good. You're getting a heart for that today. I can tell you, I have been on camera and not known it. Somebody brought me on as a guest, had no idea. I wasn't even looking at it. That's very true. Had no idea. They just started streaming the show and I had no idea I was there. I mean, I wasn't even looking at the camera. I was probably doing something like this. Probably spinning in my chair. I spin in my chair sometimes. No, I don't. Yes, I do. I do that. I'm sorry. The other thing is that the other side is I know I've thought I've been on camera, and I love it when they ask you a question and don't switch. So they ask you the question and you're sitting there, you're waiting, you're waiting for it to be switched so that your camera's on so you can do your interview, side of it. And they never tell you, or that you're ready to go. And they actually just never, you just never connect the two. And so here you're answering the question, and then it pops up and it says, "Oh, hey, would you quick answer?" And they interrupt you. Oh my goodness, that's kind of a fear of mine, because then it kind of makes you look like you don't know what you're doing. I don't know. As a guest, maybe that's kind of important. So What question are we up to here? That was question number 7. I've lived through some very awkward moments. Oh, Joanne, I'm so sorry to hear that. That is actually really funny though. A lot of those things. Hey, we're a minute and a half out from question 8. The last question, and this is going to be the top fear. Maybe this has just became like a fear scope. That wasn't the point of today, but maybe that's what we're going to end up getting into. Let me see. Has anybody else been able to answer? Let's see here. I got to scroll down to check out some of the mentions and things like this. Guys, thank you so much. Oh, Jen, I love that. We're going to retweet that bad boy. I love it. Jay Garrett, thank you so much for tweeting and joining us on the Twitter chat today. I appreciate that. Let's see here. I know for me personally, I would rather, answering question number 7 before we get into question number 8, I know that I would rather think I'm on camera. I would rather think that I'm on camera and act like I'm on camera than think the other way. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on Periscope. We have just one more quick question today, and we are less than 60 seconds out from it. And I do want to, which means at that point, we only have 6 minutes left. Todd Bergen is in the house on Periscope. Thank you, fellow live streamer. And I think he's pretty popular on Twitter. I think he's made a few connections here and there. I think so. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. We have the last question, question number 8. This should be the top of the top, the cream of the crop, your number one fear, your concern. Really think pretty deep about it. And let's just check to see where would you stand if this happened to you? I want to know how you guys are feeling about this last question. So this last question, again, is something that's happened to me. Almost, you know what, now that I think about it, maybe I wrote every single one of these as if this has happened to me today. All right, so let me try this. Let's try this. Let's see, has it actually posted? I'm going to do a quick refresh. Man, I love all of your guys' comments today. You've been there, done that. I love that. I just retweeted that for you. And question number 8. All right, I'm going to give you guys a second to go over there to read it. Question number 8. Would you rather while live streaming? This is a fun episode today. Would you rather while live streaming? Would you rather really to have something really embarrassing happening to you or to the host? Now, I was thinking about this, okay, and I think let's you know what, we're going to do a bonus here, okay? Would you rather have something really embarrassing happening to you or to the host while you're on, okay? And this reminds me of, do you remember that CNN that video where the guy, he's in the middle and he's doing his answer, and the door in the background opened up and this kid in a stroller kind of wobbles in, and then a second kid comes in and he's coming up and the dad's just trying to like push him away, keep him out of the camera. And then we weren't sure at the time if it was the mom or if it was like a nanny or a caregiver or something like that. I think it turned out to be the mom. Going with the host. We'll get that. I love it. And the mom comes in. You could just see the look of terror, horror of what just happened. Would you rather that watching somebody, or would you rather be in that? You see, as a guest, though, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, okay? I'm going to be really honest with you. I would rather have it happen to me than happen to my guest. Okay, if I was going to be in that kind of situation, TJ, she slides in. So no, but I would you rather see somebody else get embarrassed or for you to endure the embarrassment yourself? I think that's the really crux of the conversation. The real answer. Would you rather see it? She's done both. That's pretty funny. But we've got that, and I actually just wonder. I really wonder, like, if it actually happened to you. How many of you guys have actually had something really embarrassing like somebody walk in, or there's somebody, I think of like the news broadcasters where they walk by and somebody does something really embarrassing, yells at them, or I saw the other week a clip of a was it Captain Jack Sparrow impersonator walk by, come up and just do a very Jack Sparrow thing, go up and smells the broadcaster's hair, smells her hair. She flipped out. She did not appreciate it. She did not think it was funny at all. I mean, it's an impersonator, and apparently it caught her the wrong way on that day. But it was really like when you watch it, like you think they're just in character, they're just doing their thing. But I thought that was pretty funny. All right. Now I'm going to tell you right now, though. Let me see if I can go back. I'm going to throw in a last little bonus question here, and I'm just going to put this out there, and I'm going to let you guys answer it, because then we're going to close up the show today. I'm going to put this out there, and you can actually refer to the last tweet, because I think the questions got a little out of sync. But the last question that we were thinking of is, would you rather forget to stop your live stream, or would you actually like to think that you're still streaming even though you're not? How many of you guys would like to would feel it? Would you actually like to forget? So you think you've finished your show, you've done all the, hey, thank you, the final CTA, the join this, my email that, and all this stuff, or hey guys, join me for the next version of episode of this clink, and happy this, and then you're done, and then you try to walk away, but it's still streaming? Or would you rather have it all end, and here you're just talking to yourself in the room all by yourself? It's just you and your phone. Not that it's really anything else, but there's no one watching. Which would you rather be? It's my worst nightmare. It's your worst nightmare to still know that my stream is to not know that your stream is still going. Jen, I think we hit on the number one thing Jen is afraid of. You'd rather think it's still going but ended. I think so too. Last chance for any questions. Okay, so answer 8, Doug says, if I'm the host, let it be. If I'm the guest, let it be the host. No host wants their guest to be that embarrassed. That's right. So guys, I love the fact that we just ended this out. You guys can keep tweeting. We're just at the end of our show today. I do want to say a huge thank you to Jen sticking with me today. We're kind of going not in a new direction, but we're gonna put some new colors on this. Next week we're gonna be having we're gonna have a new topic. We're gonna have something I don't think we've ever done before. I'm gonna post that in our Live Talk Nation Facebook group for next week as an event and things like that. So I really I'm excited. And the best way, easy way, if you haven't already been able to join that, it's bit.ly/Live Talk Nation, all one word, lowercase, no capital letters, and that kind of crazy stuff. But I'm going to tell you right now, guys, doing this and starting to see this, I think that there's a lot to be said with what we're trying to do here, the community and the topics that we're going and we want to talk about. If for whatever reason you guys have a topic, or if you have a guest, or if there's something that you want to talk about, it's important to you, reach out to me. You can do it on the Periscope channel. You can, on the Twitter channel, you can go in through there. You can go into Live Talk Nation, message me or something like that. You can get in touch with us. There's a whole bunch of different ways you can do it. Let us know. Let us know what you guys think. How did you like the show? Was it an awful topic? Was the host rubbish? Whatever. I love to hear your feedback. Okay. Now, having said that, guys, I think today what we're going to be doing here, I'm just going to let the rest of this ride, but I do want to say thank you, everybody, for joining us today in this episode of Let's Live Stream. Would you rather while live streaming? Today was a blast. I love this, and this was a lot of fun working with you guys and listening and reading all of your guys' tweets and your pictures, and may the Princess Tiara picture never see the light of day. All right, with that, guys, thank you so much. I can't wait to see you guys next time. Take care.